Hello, this is Sarah Braasch. Welcome back to my channel. So I have some very exciting news, shocking news from Twitter. So I received a notice from Twitter, and I'm here to tell you that after a diligent, vigilant, dedicated, extensive 2-year and 3-month investigation, Twitter support has finally determined that Phat Coochie Ma violated the Twitter terms of service. That's right. After a vigilant, diligent, dedicated, profound, extensive, intensive 2-year investigation by the geniuses at Twitter support, at Twitter finally determined after 2 years and 3 months that Phat Coochie Ma violated Twitter's terms of service. I couldn't wait to make a YouTube video so that I could share that shocking, exciting news with all of you. So of course, I'm joking. The geniuses at Twitter support are idiots, and they're just trying to cover their own asses. They're just worried about legal liability. So as I've explained on Twitter, which I think is absolutely hysterical, thus the guffawing, the laughter, the uproarious laughter. So Twitter keeps sending me all of these notices. They keep sending me notices like about Phat Coochie Ma, and most of these people have the most ridiculous names, right? So I can only imagine, and they say, thank you so much. Twitter keeps telling me, thank you so much for telling us about Phat Coochie Ma and whoever else, right? I just love saying Phat Coochie Ma. So Twitter keeps sending me notices. Thank you so much for reporting Phat Coochie Ma. We determined that Phat Coochie Ma violated Twitter's terms of service, or perpetrated hateful conduct, or engaged in harassment and abuse, or whatever it is, right? Or encouraged someone to commit suicide. So what most of these are, like, I don't even remember reporting these people, right? Not that I would, but these are probably people that I reported months or years ago, right? Months or years ago at this point. And Twitter's just getting around now to telling me that they have concluded their investigations. And I'm sure these are people who, like, told me to go, I'm so ugly that I should go hang myself like my dead brother. Or, you know, told me just to go choke on a black dick. That was one I got a couple days ago. You know, etc., etc. So, you know, basically these are people who probably sent me death threats, rape threats. They're probably followers of Shonda Rhimes. These are from Phat Coochie Ma. Phat Coochie Ma was probably incited by Shonda Rhimes to send me a rape threat. That's probably what happened. I'm not even kidding, okay? Because Shonda Rhimes told her 2 million followers that I'm, me, Sarah Braasch. I was living like a hermit at the top of a tower, Rapunzel style, on Yale's campus. I'm the reason why America can't have nice things. I'm sure Phat Coochie Ma is one of Shonda Rhimes' followers, and Phat Coochie Ma was incited by Shonda Rhimes to tell me that I'm so ugly that I should go hang myself like my dead brother. I'm sure that's something along those lines. So what's happening is, I'm sure what Twitter has not failed to realize is that the fact that they allowed this to happen to me, the fact that they allowed me to be subjected to trial by Twitter, they allowed me to be, you know, subjected to this disgusting, vicious, and atrocious mobbing, to receive death threats and rape threats and threats of violence, to be you know, for people to call for me to be disbarred, expelled from Yale, disbarred, destroyed, my life irrevocably destroyed, my reputation, my livelihood, my human and civil rights career, etc., etc. I'm sure that Twitter and Jack have realized, oh, well, maybe we shouldn't have done this. Maybe we shouldn't have let this happen to an entirely innocent anti-racism grad student at Yale. Maybe we shouldn't have allowed this to happen to someone who's susceptible to committing suicide because they have mental health disabilities. Maybe we should have Googled this person's name first before we allowed her to be mobbed viciously, including by blue checkmark public figures and entertainment industry figures like Shonda Rhimes of epic proportions, you know, who incited their millions of followers to mob me. You know, maybe we shouldn't have allowed this witch hunt to take place on our social media platform on Twitter. So I'm sure that this is what Jack and the other geniuses at Twitter and Twitter support have realized. Of course, I went, you know, I filed complaint against them at the Better Business Bureau and the Federal Trade Commission. So I'm sure that figured in. And this was after Jack and Twitter support decided that it was a brilliant idea to permanently ban me from Twitter because I pointed out the fact that I was being victimized by woke intersectional feminists on Twitter who were sending me death threats and rape threats and harassing me and abusing me and trying to irrevocably destroy my life and drive me to suicide. So it was only after all of this happened that now, finally, 2 years and 3 months after the Living or Napping While Black hate crime hoax at Yale, Jack and the geniuses at Twitter have figured out that maybe they shouldn't have let this happen. Maybe they should not have let this go down on their social media platform. So what they're doing now is, of course, they're trying to basically sweep the mess under the rug. There are no dates on any of these notices. And they're trying to sweep the mess under the rug, and they're just sending me these notices that just say, thank you so much for reporting Phat Coochie Ma. We determined after 2 years and 3 months that Phat Coochie Ma violated our terms of service, engaged in hateful conduct, told you to kill yourself, etc., etc. And so now we've disciplined Phat Coochie Ma or suspended Phat Coochie Ma or whatever they've done. So that's what's happening. And it could not be more of a farce. It could not be more of a farce, more of a travesty of justice, more insane, more ridiculous, more ludicrous, more just ridiculous and hysterical. So I just wanted to share that with you all. That's my shocking and exciting news from Twitter and Jack. Hi, Jack. Can you imagine if he actually watched one of my YouTube videos? Hey Jack Darcy, how's it going? I'm sure he's never watched one of my YouTube videos. So anyway, yeah, you suck. You really suck. I mean, yeah, no, you do. You suck. Sorry. But I'm still alive, and yeah, and the chickens are coming home to roost. There's gonna be a reckoning for Jack and for Twitter and for all of the social media companies that let this happen to me. Okay, anyway, we have to stop trial by Twitter because it's destroying us. It is destroying us. It's destroying our democracy, our legal system, due process, our egalitarian public space. We have to put a stop to it. Okay, I think I'll stop there. I love you all so much. Thank you for everything. Have a great night. I'll talk to you soon. I have my GoFundMe and PayPal me links below. So Jack, I hear you want to be a philanthropist. I think you should donate to my legal fund. My GoFundMe and PayPal me links are below, Jack, because then I'm going to sue you. Okay. Have a great night, everybody. I love you all so much. Okay, take care.